I really took hate out of my vocabulary for probably a little over 10 years now. And so also trying to sort of bring it back in a little bit now, because it doesn't have weight the way it had when I could feel the weight of it. You know what I'm saying? Like now I feel like I'm ready to, that word doesn't mean anything to me. I don't feel hateful. And so I can be very neutral in that way. And so I welcome conversations about it because I don't feel afraid to hear the word or to talk to people who might be experiencing hate on some level. I'm genuinely interested in what that looks like and where the root of it, where it comes from.
Yeah. What was it like when it had weight for you? You know, what does that mean when you say it had weight?
You know, I think that I identified with the victim mentality, and I think that I was afraid of the world, and I was afraid of people, and so it was really easy for me to say I hate people, I hate the world. And I was thinking about that too, about how hate kind of like goes with trust, because I had a lack of trust. And then I was thinking, because this morning I was in the shower going, but why? Okay, but why? Like lack of trust. Okay, but why? Well, because I had a lack of faith. I had a lack of faith. But why? Well, because my faith had been broken by having been, I had been, I'm going to say the word abused loosely, but like I had been harmed by people I knew in my family, plus friends of family, plus strangers. So therefore, everyone became unsafe to me, and I didn't trust the world because everyone was against me in my mind. And so now that I have been working towards more of a healing vibration, if you will, that trust is a faith now. Like now I have a faith in humanity, and I have a faith in a higher being. I do believe in God, but it's, we'll talk about that maybe in a whole nother, that's a whole situation. And just because of our foundation, which we'll go into, but just how trust and faith, to me, when I was feeling the weight of hatred, or either that I hated others or they hated me, it was a lack of no trust, no faith. And that's what the difference is now, of where I have this belief that everything will work out. I have this trust that everything's working in my favor. I have this faith, like it's a whole different vibration. So I can't wait to dive in more into like how hatred affects vibration, and how where it is on the scale of consciousness, basically. I'm really fascinated by the brain and all those things. So but yeah, the weight of hate is that unwillingness to move. I mean, it is, I guess also it ties into survival mechanisms. And so I'm also fascinated with what our brains do and how our brains keep us alive, and the survival mechanisms that we have to have in order to live, and to stay alive. And so when our trauma is kind of running our show, I think that's when the weight of hate is in the it's running you. It's leading all of your decisions, or it's keeping you unwillingness to budge, to move.